Good morning. Got a visit from the neighbor's cat here at my Death Valley compound, where the neighbors aren't really that close, but the cat gets around. Somebody was telling me that this cat belongs to a woman who I think she's from Vegas, and so this cat is like a tough Vegas city cat, and that's how he's able to roam around without the coyotes messing with him, because there's a lot of coyotes running around here, wild coyotes. So I was kind of hesitant because I was planning to bring my own cat out here when I move, Noonie. And well, she's a Vegas city cat too, but she doesn't strike me as particularly tough. So I was kind of worried about her with the coyotes. Maybe I should be more worried about her in Chesterfield. Ow! Thanks a lot, you jerk. Oh, I gotta get up anyway. It's like probably already almost 8 o'clock. And well, things are gonna start getting real hot here real soon. And if we want to get any work done, well, now's the time to do it. September 2nd. Remember, I set myself a deadline this summer that I would come back and start officially moving into my Death Valley compound on September 1st. So I packed up a whole load of stuff in my car yesterday in Vegas and drove out here, unloaded everything last night. And well, I was really impressed to see how nice the house looks. My sister's been out here for a few weeks and she has really made the place homey. No, go away. Especially not after you scratched me. All right, anyway, here we are in the office. Major improvement in here that she made is, well, you know, I brought my hitchhiker mannequin out here. And I brought my little Wonderhussy Jr. mannequin out here. Well, now my sister brought her mannequin out here too. That's right, my sister has a mannequin and his name is Dexter. And she's got him all dolled up and looking mighty fly in a fedora, a bow tie, and a kilt. Now you might be wondering, what does a mannequin wear under his kilt? And the answer is, that's enough of that. This is a family channel. Okay, let me show you what else is going on here. Look at that. She's got her whole operations center going there at the desk, where she's busy crunching all the numbers and making all the plans for all the needed repairs. Matter of fact, she has this Excel spreadsheet of all the repairs that we need to do and the priority and of importance and who we can ask to help with each project. And oh my God, it blew my mind. It was so well organized. And then she moved in some of her clothes. And for that matter, I actually moved in some of my clothes. You know, when I was coming out here today, I just stuffed whatever I could into my car. You know, like, so I just grabbed a bunch of winter coats, which is the last thing on earth that I'm going to want out here right now. But, oh my gosh, it's just like weird coats that I hardly ever wear, you know? I mean, I'm going to have to move them out here sometime, so might as well. And then she also hung up some of her hats and stuff in the old rifle display case, which we still need to figure out a way to get rid of. Like, seriously, all the stuff I have in my office at home needs to fit into this room. And it's a big room, but we need to get rid of this gun case. So I don't know how we're going to figure that out. We got to find a friend with a truck, a couple strong guys with a truck. But I'm sure, you know, gals like us will have no problem finding help. Look how nice the living room looks. Everything's all decorated nicely, books and knickknacks. Still got the old camp table and camp chairs. But kitchen's looking nice. Look at this. She did such a nice job. I'm about ready to make my morning coffee in my I want to be alone mug. Because, you know, a lot of time I'm out there camping and I always want to be away from everybody. I want to be alone. Somebody sent me this mug. Anyway, I brought some of my stuff out from Vegas, my rice cooker, my electric water kettle. We got our coffee maker, coffee grinder, spices. The place is actually starting to look lived in. Uh-oh. Booty shot of my sis. My sister's putting weather stripping on the door. That's the project for today. She got out her tin snips and cut a length of this stuff to put on the threshold. And then she's putting a door sweep. That's what she's doing right now. So that door sweep is going to keep sand out of the house. I was trying to round up all my tools so we can do an inventory. We're going to do that later to like see what all we have, because neither one of us has a ton of tools. But I went through everything I had at my house and just Got anything that I thought I might need. You know, WD-40, PB penetrating catalyst, plumber's wrench, toilet fill valve. I don't know. It's just like all this random stuff I had collected over the years. So later today, we're gonna lay all the tools out on the floor in here. We're gonna go around all the outbuildings, round up whatever all the guy who sold us the house left, and just take inventory. But now I guess I better go take a shower and brush my teeth and get ready to start working. Nothing like the taste of fake coffee. This is this chicory herbal coffee. Because believe it or not, after almost 2 months, I still haven't had any coffee. No tea, no chocolate, nothing with caffeine in it except kombucha, which only has trace amounts. And this fake stuff's really not bad. I mean, I feel like I've pretty much broken my caffeine addiction. I'm not quite as groggy and sleepy as I used to be. I don't even really miss it too much. But all that being said, somebody did send me this really nice, fancy coffee maker. I mean, this is like, I think it's Dutch. And this really fancy Austrian grinder. And look at all this coffee. I mean, these are nice coffees. So what I'm going to do is, after 2 full months have gone by, which is in about a week, I'm going to brew myself a cup of some really good coffee using this coffee maker and see what kind of a buzz I get. So stay tuned for that video. Now my sister, meanwhile, she's drinking coffee out of this really cool stainless steel French press that somebody sent me as a housewarming gift. And you know who sent me this stainless steel press? If you watched my video about the Hard Luck Castle, that really cool off-grid castle that guy built out in the desert, well, he finally sold it, but Randy, the guy who built it and lived there, he sent me this. So, hey Randy, my sister is using the French press and she loves it. Oh, okay, my sister is getting ready to lay out all our tools and see what we have and take inventory. But before we get started with that, I just want to do a quick temperature check. Look at this. What up? 79 degrees in here. That's because, well, my sister cleaned out the swamp cooler, and not like even the back part, just this part here had a lot of dirt and crust and sand and nasty stuff built up in it. So she did a very thorough job with Q-tips and everything and cleaned this bad boy out. And that's mitigated the dust issue considerably. There's not any sand down there, you can see. It's blowing nice and cool. That being said, it has been really humid here the past week. We had another monsoon, so the swamper wasn't, like when I got here last night, it was pretty humid in the house, but it was only like, well, it was only 99 degrees outside last night when I got here, which was a big deal. Double digits, first time, you know? Fall's almost here. We slept with the air conditioner on in the bedroom, so that was okay, but turned the AC off during the day. I mean, we used to just leave the AC running all day in the bedroom to keep it cool. We don't do that anymore. So that bedroom is closed off. It's probably pretty cool in there. Actually, I was doing some readings with my infrared thermometer, you know, to see, like right now it's pretty early in the morning and so the sun is still hitting this wall of the house. Let's see what the temperature says. 79 degrees. Okay, well that makes sense because look, that's what this thing's reading and it's hanging on the same wall. Now the sun is moving this way over to the south side of the house, so let's take a reading on this wall. Oh, 1 degree hotter. Now just for funsies, let's go back in the bedroom and read the west-facing side of the house. Sun hasn't hit this wall yet. 82. How does that work? If the sun hasn't even hit that side of the house yet, how is that the hottest wall? I'll never understand how this stuff works. I'll measure the back wall in the office too. 81. Okay. Oh, another change we made is, or that my sister made, is she opened the window a lot farther for the swamp cooler. You know, you're supposed to crack a window open. And we only had it cracked open like a little bit because that lady at the post office told us, just barely crack it till you can hear a whistle. Well, no, apparently you need to open it much farther so you can see she's got it open about a foot. And that's probably another reason why it's blowing so cold right now. We even, for that matter, we even have the back door wide open because it's pretty nice outside right now. It's not that hot. I don't think it's going to be that hot today. There's that cat. What? No way, Jose. You're not coming in here. You scratched me. Okay, let me go get all my tools and lay them out and see what kind of inventory we have. All right, it's a few hours later. We took advantage of the fact that it's only 97 degrees outside today. Very nice day. In fact, I got so chilly sitting in the house just now that I actually had to come outside just to warm up. But anyway, we took advantage of the fact that it's not a super hot day to go through some of these outbuildings and see what kind of tools the guy who sold us the place left, and then put everything together with what we have and just sort of take an inventory of all the tools we have at our disposal. There's these two kind of like outbuildings in the compound, and both of them were pretty much full. It took us quite a while just to go through everything, but we did, and we found some really cool stuff. So this room here, I think he was using it as a workshop, because you can see it's got like pegboard on the walls. It's got a workbench. It's made out of cinder block, pretty much just like the house. Uninsulated, not finished inside, not even really sealed. You can see there's big cracks around the window. There's a little window AC unit for working on a hot day, but, well, all those gaps and cracks are why there's so much dust piled up on the floor. So eventually we do plan to seal up all the gaps and cracks and make this building as weathertight as possible, just to keep all the sand out. But in the meantime, we just kind of went through to see. I mean, when I say there was a ton of stuff in here, there was a ton of stuff in here. And it was strewn all over the place. We tried to make some order out of it. I mean, we went through everything. And I sort of felt like I was poking through an abandoned house. You know how I do in my videos, go through somebody's old stuff. So we found these old pictures of this beautiful 1960s lady with this amazing 1960s bouffant. And then we found a picture of this adorable guy on his wedding day. Look at that. He looks like a military guy. To me, looks like a military guy. And this lady playing the wedding march there, and he looks like he's all nervous waiting for his bride to come up. Super cute. Anyway, we found all manner of random crap in here and spent a good few hours organizing all the zip ties, sewing pins, and then I found a bunch of weird jewels and stuff. We found a few stray wise men from a nativity set. But, then we also found a lot of useful stuff like, concrete cleaner and all-purpose putty and tons of tape. The guy left us a ton of tape, so that'll be useful. Here's a bunch of septic cleaning packets to clean out the septic tank, which that's super useful. He left behind some microphone stands and some headphones and some DJ lights. Matter of fact, he was actually a karaoke DJ, so he left behind a ton of lights and audio stuff, so that might come in handy, or for parties or something. He left behind this amazing golden plate with this beautiful, looks like a pirate ship on it. That's pretty badass. So basically our purpose in cleaning out this room was twofold. One, we wanted to see if we could find any useful tools or interesting weird stuff, which by the way we did. It's like this weird electric birdhouse. I'm not sure it plugs in, but it doesn't work anymore. So I don't know what that was all about, but we decided to keep it because you never know, might be able to make some interesting art out of it. But we mainly wanted to clean this room out just so we had a place to store all our stuff. Like these are some of my sister's storage bins full of all her goofy costumes and stuff, because we need storage, Like ideally we want to be able to use this as a workshop / storage space. But then again, we also have this building next door, which let me show you what's in there. I don't know if you can see that thing, but that's what they call a bomber. Oh, stay away from me. It's essentially a giant black horsefly, but they call them bombers because they're huge. I wasn't able to really get a close-up of that guy because they don't sit still very long. But they're giant black horseflies that, if they do land on you, they don't just bite you. They have these weird, almost like fangs. They cut into your skin and create a god-awful welt. And apparently they burrow into the soil out here all winter long. They kind of hibernate, and then when the temperature gets above a certain point, they hatch and fly around and bother people all summer long, and, well, they don't go away until the temperature dips below a certain point, and apparently that point is not 97 degrees because there's still bombers around. Okay, anyway, let's look in this other building. Okay, you can see this shed has these two really cool barn doors. Kind of hard to open. And that's because, well, there's a turnbuckle on it, and the turnbuckle's turned as it'll go, but the door still sags. What are you gonna do? Anyway, this building here is really interesting. It's another kind of like workshop room, but it's, I don't know, it looks super old. I mean, it's built out of cinder blocks, same as the other one, so I guess it's built at the same time, but I don't know, it's got this weird, really cool old-timey looking rock wall on this side, and it's got the little corrugated tin above. And then I guess part of why it looks so old is he left all this weird old stuff hanging from the rafters. Like, what is that even? It looks like something from a ship in like 1742. Or how about these giant horseshoes? Or how about this pretty green glass insulator? Gas can, giant horse manure shovel. Oh wow, look, a garage door bottom seal, but look how dusty it is. Oh my gosh. You know what I mean? Like, there was a lot of crap left here, but we did, I mean, in his defense, my sister told him, hey, listen, don't worry about cleaning out all your crap. You know, if you have some wacky old stuff, like, just leave it behind. We'll go through it. Because we wanted stuff like, you know, the horseshoes, whatever that stuff is in the corner there. Sombreros. Oh, there's another mic stand behind the sombrero. So, yeah, you know, there's a lot of garbage that he left behind. We haven't gone through this room yet. Yeah, like, did we really need him to leave all this stuff? Well, yeah, maybe we did, because, you know, if he didn't leave everything, then he wouldn't have left the good stuff, and yeah, it is a lot of work to go through it all, but we did find some really cool stuff. Gosh, I don't know if you can hear that, but it's real windy today, and that's how come all the sand blows into these buildings. Thankfully, the house seems to be doing okay since we plugged up all the cracks that we could. And that's something we're actually going to do later this week, is go around with caulk and like really seal all the gaps and cracks. Okay, well anyway, let's go in the house and see what all tools we were able to round up. Got it. My goodness, look at all these pretty tools laid out just like a prize display on The Price is Right. Remember on The Price is Right how the model would come out and go, how much do you think this fabulous tool collection is worth? And they'd have to guess. Well, why don't you guess how much our janky tool collection is worth? Okay, wrong game show, but your guess is probably wrong. Might be wrong, because there's actually some pretty cool stuff here. So these are all the tools that I had, my sister had, and stuff that we found around the house. I'm not going to go through everything, but I had this really cool electric chainsaw my mom got me. Should come in handy. Some work gloves, ear and eye protection, extension cord, trash bags, tape measures, jigsaw, skill saw, hand saws, hacksaws, weird kind of saw that I found in my garage and don't know what it is saw, axes, crowbars, staple guns, all kind of different pliers, hammers, gougers, paint scraper, caulking gun. Oh, we found this angle grinder in one of the outbuildings, little palm sander, hammer drill, a cordless drill and a corded drill, tin snips, scissors, box cutters, all manner of lubricants, blasters, caulks and seals. Really cool little all-in-one toolkit there that comes in really handy for all kinds of things. These are all masonry, trowels and brushes and string. A viewer sent me a bunch of this stuff for when we do our masonry projects. Drywall tape, drywall texture, paintbrushes, rollers, all kind of random nails. And then, of course, the air compressors out in the garage, and there's the air blow gun attachment. Oh, and then my sister also has a tool apron. Look at this, from when she went to the Earthship Institute in Taos, New Mexico, to learn how to build earthships. She has a tool belt and a tool apron. Oh, look, there's even some plastic drop cloths and some spackling. That's the thing with this place. Like, the guy left so much stuff behind. And yeah, like I was saying earlier, it's a lot of crap, but there's the occasional diamond in the rough. Like that hammer drill, he had 5 of them, brand new in the box. I don't really even know what a hammer drill is for, but well, guess what? I have 5 of them now. Anyway, if you see something isn't here that you think we should have, please comment below. Let me know what to put on my next Home Depot shopping list, because I really have no idea. I mean, I feel like maybe a electric cordless screwdriver might be good to have. I don't know. Oh, well, a Sawzall, a reciprocating saw, I guess that would be handy to have. But I don't know. Kind of seems like we have most of the bases covered.